now we are here to start our next experiment for basic manufacturing lab, that is experiment number 8, and that is to determine the permeability of molding sand sample. So first of all, for this experiment we need to prepare a molding sand. This sand we need to prepare with the help of your base sand, clay and your dextrin powder. So this molding sand is prepared with the help of base sand, clay and dextrin powder. So we have prepared the molding sand, and we need to check the permeability of this sand. We need to prepare a cylindrical sample. We will prepare a cylindrical sample of dia 50.8 millimeter and height also 50.8 millimeter. And this sample, we will make this sample with the help of this molding sand, and we will go for a permeability check of this sample. Now, why this permeability check is required? Because you know that suppose if this is the casting, if this is the mold cavity, you know the rest of the part is filled with molding sand. Rest of the casting is filled with molding sand. And when you will fill this casting with liquid metal, this liquid metal will generate gases. And if the grains, they doesn't have a certain permeability factor, if the grains it doesn't have a certain permeability factor, these airs or gases will not vent. So to vent the gases, hot gases or the airs which are generated during casting process through the molding sand, we need to have a particular amount of permeability in the molding sand. And to check that permeability, we will go for this permeability experiment by using a molding sand sample of a particular dimension which is shown here. So let us now move to the experiment, to the lab for the experiment. Now we are here near our setup for the next experiment, that is the testing permeability in a green sand compact mold. So this is the setup. This is called a permeability tester. So we have a permeability tester here. We have in this setup we have an inverted bell jar. This inverted bell jar, if you see, it consists of a hole here. It consists of a pipe here, and it is filled with water. So when we couple this arrangement here, so it is having 0 to 200 cubic centimeter of air pressure it can apply. You can see. So we will. So this is an inverted bell jar. This bell jar is used to provide the pressure, the air pressure. This air pressure will come through this. If we vent this, if you see, if this is the valve. If you vent this valve, what will happen? Slowly this is coming down. You can see, means it is exerting the 200 cubic centimeter of pressure, and we have to calculate the time which is required for providing a 0 to 2000 cubic centimeter of pressure through the help of a stopwatch. So we have a stopwatch here, so we will calculate the time. So this is the inverted bell jar. This is the valve which is used to regulate the pressure. This is a pressure monitor. So we have a pressure gauge here, and it is monitored with the help of the scale which is aligned here. Then we have the orifice. This orifice consists of very small pores. If you see, this orifice consists of small pores, and these small pores will basically provide this area. So if you focus on these areas consist of small holes, and these holes will allow the air to pass through it, and it consists of, the base consists of mercury. In the base you can see a liquid. This is mercury. This is used to seal the mold into the holder. So this is the holder. When you put the holder here, the mercury is used to, and we'll put the specimen inside the holder. Mercury will be used to seal, so that no air can escape. And we have, as you have seen, we have our sand, green sand, which is being dried. So we need to have dry sand. We have dusting powder here, and we have water. So this will be mixed and will make our compact. So now we are making our specimen. For that we have to take 20 spoons of dry sand, which is being taken and dried into a furnace at temperature 35 degrees Celsius. We have dried the sand, and we will add 20 spoons of sand and 2 spoons of dusting powder into it. So we are adding 2 spoons of dusting powder to make our specimen, to make the powder basically, to make the powder of our specimen. After mixing, we will add water to it. We will make the compact, and then we will make the specimen of required dimension, that is 50.8 millimeter in height and 50.8 millimeter in length. We have made the mixture as desired by adding small amount of water. Now the mixture is ready, and we will put it into the cavity. So we have taken a steel pipe of 50.8 millimeter diameter of required dimension, that is the diameter, and we will add the material into it, and we will ram it with the help of the rammer to achieve the required height. So we have marked into the cylindrical cup up to where we need to ram to achieve a certain height of 50.8 millimeter. So small amount of material is being added, and it is rammed. So we need to do the ramming perfectly so that the compact is well made. So a particular good amount of ramming is required. So once the ramming is complete, the compact is ready. Now we will take out our specimen by will put our specimen here, inverted in the inverted form in the setup, so that the mercury is inside. This mercury will seal the specimen from the outside pressure. It will not allow the outside air to percolate inside the chamber, inside the cylindrical chamber. And we have placed the specimen in the machine like this, and it's now time to start the experiment. So all the necessary requirements are adjusted before we start the experiment. We have start the machine. We'll start it, and we'll measure the time required for 0 to 2000 centimeter cube of pressure with the help of a stopwatch. So we have taken the stopwatch. We'll measure the time required. So first the 0 level is achieved. So we have achieved the 0 here. Now you can see this is 1000 and this is 2000. From 0 to 2000 cm cube of air will be passed through this cylindrical. Now we'll start the experiment. We will open the valve, so the air pressure will start moving. You can see the bell jar is slowly going downward, means it is applying the pressure. You can see the reading here in the barometer. The mercury level is slowly rising. You can see the mercury level. The pressure, you can see whether the pressure is perfectly applied or not. You can see a small amount of bubbles which is coming out of mercury due to a little bit of misalignment in percolation. You can see that slowly it is going downwards. It is going downwards, and we are particularly recording the time. So once it is off, and we have recorded a 40 seconds time duration is required to pass a 2000 cm cube of air pressure through that particular specimen. So after the experimental part, for the experiment to determine the permeability of a molding sand sample, let us now come to the calculation part of the experiment, how to calculate the values. You have seen in your lab that a bell jar is used, an inverted bell jar is used to give the air pressure. The air pressure will vary from 0 to 2000 cm cube. Cm cube of air pressure is applied. This air pressure comes down, and with the help of a vent with pores, this air pressure is applied onto the sample, which is kept in the mold cavity, as you have seen. This sample is here, and this cup was here, like this. This was the main cup, and this was the jar where there were some percolating holes through which the air was coming, and it was kept on mercury. So after this experiment, we have seen that here we have a pressure gauge with some markings, and we have seen that the air pressure was around 3.5. Okay, so after calculation, after passing a 2000 cm cube of air through the machine, through the vents and through the sample, basically we have checked the permeability, and the value is calculated like this. Volume of air that is passed through the sample in cubic centimeter is 2000, that is V. Height of the sample and the diameter of the sample is same, that is your 50.8 millimeter. But here you have to take it in centimeter for calculation, so it is 5.08 centimeter. Okay, then cross section area of this using the specimen. This is cylindrical sample, so pi r square into h. Pi r square into h is the pi r square is the cross sectional area, not h. We are talking about the cross sectional area, so pi r square, because it is a cylindrical sample, so it is a circular cross section. And time taken in minutes, we have seen that it took us around 40 seconds to complete the application of air pressure from 0 to 2000 cm cube. But here we have to take the value in minutes, so we will divide it by 60 and we will get the required value. Once we get all these data, we need to calculate the permeability. The permeability is calculated as V into H divided by small t into A into T, where V is nothing but the volume. This is the volume. H is the height of the sample, that is 50.8 millimeter. You have to consider it in centimeter. Then we have small t, that is the air pressure. This is the air pressure. This is the air pressure which we have seen during the experiment. This air pressure was 3.5. The value of small p is 3.5. Cross section area, this you have already find out here, the cross section area, and the time required, which is approximately 40 by 60 minutes, or you can say 40 seconds. But you have to convert it into minutes and use it in your value. So by using this formula, you can calculate the permeability number. So once we provide you the worksheet, you take these values which we have find out experimentally in our lab, and we will calculate the value of permeability by putting these values in the formula in your worksheet. Thank you.